whether Verdansk is gonna save Warzone or not. Now I'm here to tell you that indeed, unlike the vast majority of people who complain about the return of Verdansk, I will tell you that Verdansk is gonna be the saving grace of Warzone. It's gonna bring everything back. For many reasons that I will discuss in this video, or rather in this live stream. Anyways, first off, we need to talk about the design of the buildings in Verdansk. Back when Verdansk was released, the layout of the buildings was incredibly simple. What that means is the buildings had few entrances and not a lot of things in said buildings. We had very good buildings back then, such as the pharmacy, which was one of the more complicated-ish building. Now, on Oryx extent, we have even the simplest of buildings have multiple doorways, multiple windows, an entrance, a roof, so many ladders, so many ways to get in these buildings. Now, what I'm saying is, because we have so many options to enter these buildings, it makes the game a lot more inconvenient to play for the good player and for the bad player. Look at this building. Window, window, window. I can jump from this side straight into the building therefore bypassing this door. Window, window, windows, windows, grenades. Look at this building, the green one. Very annoying. Only one way to enter from the ground, which you'd think would be good. 3 stories and rooms on, I think, on every story. We have these tall buildings, which are a big part of why Urzazikstan is very bad as a map. These tall story buildings, if camped with the various snipers, allow you to hold this whole chunk of the map. While on the ground, these garages, because this is what they are, a bunch of garages, they're very annoying to play on the ground. But alas, if you choose to land on that side of the map, you're gonna be constantly shot at from above from a team that you need to go out of your way to eliminate if you want to eliminate them. That was lag. Okay. Okay, let me get back on track. Unfortunately, I cannot pull up the map. The map is very poorly designed. Like I said, a chunk of the map, I would say that is a third of the map is rendered unplayable just because of how certain players choose to stay on those buildings. And like I said, in order for you as a player to combat that playstyle, let's say you want to eliminate them, you need to set up how you attack them, because you cannot attack them in a very straightforward motion because they sit on those buildings. So you need a little bit of setting up, which is buying a precision, a bunker buster, something to prevent them from shooting you when you take the zipline up. Or you can choose to go up the stairs, but who wants to go in a game just to take out one team? Who wants to climb 10 stories worth of stairs? Just doesn't make any sense. That's just one part of the map that is filthy to play in. If, again, you're a player who likes to play normally, who wants to play on the ground. If you're one of those goblins who likes to camp, yeah, more power to you. This is your map. So Verdansk is not gonna be the same way. You simply don't. You had tall buildings of Verdansk, but the POIs were designed in such a way that you didn't have perfect view of a whole portion of the map. Like the highest point in Verdansk was prison, and you could only see until you can only see parts of cargo. Unlike the aforementioned buildings that allows you to shoot and be annoying to this whole chunk of the map. Hello, Mr. K. We're talking about Verdansk. I'm so glad that Verdansk is coming, because whoever designed these rooftops exaggerated in a big way. Look at this, rooftops, tall buildings. Buildings that are not easily pushed. Again, if you're the kind of player who likes to camp these buildings because they offer you a safe space, it's very good for you. You like them. But that safe space is soon going to be gone. Let me talk about other parts of the map. The right side of the map is just a wasteland. You don't want to be here. You do not want to be here. No. And another just big pile of nothing. Cargo, which supposed to resemble the original cargo from Verdansk, is very annoying because you have these cranes that are only accessed by climbing a ladder. Again, the way this map is currently favors people who likes to sit in one place. We used to have buy stations near these cranes that were camped by those crane dwellers, which is just bad. What else? If you want to access those cranes, like I said, you need to climb a ladder. So if you want to actively punish the people who are trying to get in your way, you're at a disadvantage. The only way you can push them... ascultă-mă puțin. Nu sunt supărat, eu pur și simplu fac video ăsta ca să rămân aici pentru posteritate, ca să zic așa. Anyways, coming back to my original point, we have these buildings that are just, unless you're coming from a zipline balloon, you're gonna have a tough time playing against these people. The whole POI, so crossing from one end to the other is made difficult because of those dwellers. Again, rooftop dwellers, or rather crane dwellers. I would say Popov is the only normal part of the map. I guess maybe supposed to resemble-ish Verdansk with the old military base, but it's not the same thing. Because the old military base was way more straightforward. The line where you had clear lines of sight. Not so much dark spaces. In any case, we talked about military base, a pale limitation, or a substitution to an actual cool POI, which this map clearly lacks. The one spot where people can go and have very engaging fights is this tower, which I landed in the beginning of the stream. Very cool spot. Plenty of loot if you learn where the loot spawns, which there is plenty of. You're gonna have an interesting start to the match if you like to move around and play the game in a more natural way. Yes, the map is catered towards people who love camping, and for some reason it's very laggy now. But this has been an issue for quite some times. Even before when the map was only with 120 players. I would say this lag for me started in Season 1 Reloaded of Black Ops 6. Anyway, coming back to the topic, we're gonna get Verdansk back with legendary POIs. Just places that you wanna be, you wanna explore. Okay. Good shots from this guy. Good shots. Good shots. Good shots. Good shots. Just give me lag. Just keep disconnecting, boys. Just add more stress to the server. Oh yeah, in case you didn't know, every time somebody disconnects, lag is added to the server. It's kind of like a mini shockwave. You might say that I'm capping. Well, this was actually in the patch notes. It was a known issue that apparently the developers were aware of with Season 2. They wrote they fixed it, but clearly not. When I finished the slide right here, I had a little bit of a lag spike. Oh well. Let's continue playing this match, because we need to talk about Lowtown. It's very mid, not very too many buildings where people can camp. Yeah, if you wanna cruise to that place, unless you have a UAV, you're gonna have a hard time because of how people play. This side goes to the wasteland that I mentioned earlier in the stream. Not very cool. This guy didn't have audio, but we know. If it was not me, it was somebody else. We killed him. Either he didn't have audio now or he lagged as well. Either way, he found his end. You know what I'm saying? Be very careful. I know there's somebody. Oh, okay. Amazing, amazing, amazing. His laser was a dead giveaway. Oh shit. Well, that's actually good. Okay. Notice how dark these rooms are. I just don't recall Verdansk being this dark. Another aspect where Verdansk clearly clears this horrible monstrosity of a map, which is Verdansk. The whole center Lowtown is just buildings on buildings on buildings, and the square. Actually, this is not a square. This is a plaza. And the lighting issue, I need to be a little bit cautious, as the audio is. Now this guy wants to chase. No, he doesn't want to chase apparently. Where's my SMG? Oh yeah, the SMG fell through the map. Could it be? Yes. Amazing. We just lost our SMG. Yeah. We're just playing hide and seek with these players. Very good, very good. Okay, so as you can see, my MP5, because I attempted to reload and there was a thing on the ground, fell through the textures. The enemy took it, and he almost killed me with my own gun. Meanwhile, the game is extremely laggy. Amazing. Where I left a gift for another player. May he find this SMG, and I hope he likes it and he gets killed. Let's continue exploring this map. Wasteland leading towards that fire station on top of the hill. That's actually one of my favorite places on this map. It's a very chill spot with a decent amount of loot. There used to be a buy station there, so it made sense if you want to land there. In any case, I'm in the center of the map. This is the center of the map. Right in the center, almost, there's this big square with a zipline, which people like to defend religiously. What can I say? Verdansk is gonna top this map. Simply because this map just allows for too much campiness. The one spot I can, if I want to be completely transparent, there are two spots on Verdansk that I know people used to camp, which was the ATC tower in airport, which could only be accessed via a zipline that could be camped with mines, or if you had a chopper and you could parachute into the tower itself. But the way the map was, that place was only temporary. And you couldn't grief people like in these buildings I mentioned in the beginning of the stream. These safe spaces. This is what they are, safe spaces. Now I'm thinking about this building here. Yeah. Next to this gas station, just a safe space. You can camp that roof, big roof, and you can be griefed from this building. I shouldn't have to ask my friends when we play together to get a precision just because people are gonna be shooting us from the rooftops, and if we want to push them, we need to set up because they're gonna camp these rooftops. I shouldn't have to ask them to have a PA on hand just to bypass this ugly part of the map. But it's just the way it is. There's an abundance of just buildings, campable buildings, tall buildings. I don't understand why the design choice was the way it is. I keep talking about design. Verdansk had a very simple design. Had a very simple design. I nearly lost that gunfight because of the lag. The buildings were mostly copy-pasted. I cannot take that. Mostly copy-pasted. The building had, let's say, because we talked about my favorite building, the a pharmacy. The other buildings had maybe a kitchen, one bathroom, and the main living space. Maybe a back door, maybe, and a staircase leading to the attic, and that was it. We had the infamous fire station. I don't remember if the fire station is different than it used to be. That I do not remember how the old fire station was. If it was the same. I know. I think we had a police station. Maybe, yeah, we had the police station as well with the ammunition cache inside. Lag. One thing I don't remember when I was playing Verdansk, I didn't have this amount of lag. But it seems like the kind of lag I may have been experiencing in the last 3 months is caused by some issue with the game. So this lag is mainly an issue for me and very few people, as far as I know. But we had, once upon a time in Verdansk, we had 200 people. And I don't recall having lag. In Verdansk, absolutely not. Not even in Caldera. So I'm not saying the old game was better and that we need to bring back Verdansk the way it was on Warzone 1, because I am against that. Console should remain with the 120 FOV slider, 100%. Just by this fact alone, I never want them to bring the old servers back, because I know if they bring back the old game, one, it's not gonna make any sense because it's gonna not be played by the amount of people who actually like this game. But just losing the FOV slider, it's playing the game in 80 FOV is disgusting. This is what FOV looks, 80 FOV looks like. This is what the people that played on console, played on the original Warzone, with how the buildings are. 80 FOV would be too much to bear. But anyway, they're not gonna do that, so we're gonna get a new Verdansk, slightly modified, but with the addition of FOV for console, which is gonna be amazing. It's a win-win for everybody.
What do you know?
And now, let's look at this end game. Another aspect of this map are the final circuits, which mostly land in very bad spots, very contested spots. In Verdansk, we had a good part of the circle. Like even now, I am defending this house because I don't wanna duke it out. It doesn't make any sense, especially now when I'm talking about. But in Verdansk, you had power positions. You had power positions, very good positions. Here in this game, not so much. Not now, Sergo. Hello, Sergo. Like I said, it's very everything is very contested, which is not good. There should always be a position that you strive to get. Sergo, I am filming a commentary about the return of Verdansk, so I'm not gonna be very engaging with you because I'm talking about what will come on the 3rd of April. Anyways, coming back to my point, even though I have a decent position inside the house, I don't want to be outside. I don't want to be outside. I don't want to be blindsided by a guy, especially when I know the game is lagging. Whoa! Will he jump? Or we expect him to jump?
That was close.
Well, we got Ryan out of the Verdansk будет сегодня. Verdansk will return on the 3rd of April, Sergo. Oh, 3 plays. And I'm lagging. Oh, not good, not good, not good. So, let me see if I can get a head glitch on top of this building. I lag, I couldn't. We're gonna hold this heady. And we won the match, but it was very laggy. It was a very poor experience. Very poor experience. Unfortunately, I had the best position and I was able to overcome the obstacle, but it was not fun. I lagged so much that the gunfights were inconsistent because of the previous issues I had mentioned. But yes, Verdansk is coming back. I cannot wait to play the end games. I'm really excited to play and to be among the people that are going to win matches on Verdansk. Now on Nordic, it just feels like whatever happens during the beginning of the match, the midway point, I just feel like in the end game, it will be very bad. It will be a very bad experience because how the nature of the final circle is going to be. It's going to be in the open. I'm gonna be shot by God knows how many people. I had to stay in a building to win this match. I took the central spot. I defended it. I nearly got killed when the enemy jumped on my building because I couldn't kill him like when he was on the heady. I just couldn't kill him. The game was so sluggish and delayed for me that I simply couldn't aim properly. I couldn't bring the reticle on the head of the guy that was shooting me. Sad. Uh, well, in any case, Verdansk is coming back on the 3rd of April, and it will save this game. It'll be fun to revisit all of those different POIs that we played during the pandemic. They were truly iconic. When I think about POIs, I think about prison. I'm thinking about downtown, boneyard, airport, storage town, which was amazing. I didn't feel, even though we have a version of storage town, which is that southwest part of the map, I don't want to go there. It's a storage town like, but in a very grotesque manner. Because I know even in this pregame picture on the bottom left, you have these high buildings. I know every single match there's going to be a whole team on every building with snipers just shooting the people down. Why would I go to that POI if I know I'm going to be actively punished by those people who just love just sitting in one place? They don't play for that's their fun, I suppose. Just camp in a building, being annoying, shooting people who are minding their own business, just rotating, fighting each other. I get it. This is a play style, but I shouldn't be punished by playing the game normally, which seems to be the norm in Urzikstan. We have very bad and contested endgames. We have 45% of the map being made of rooftops. I don't understand. I really want to have a conversation out of pure curiosity, if nothing else, with the team behind Urzikstan. Why they made so many rooftops. Like, I understand, like, you guys... What I feel they did with this map was they want to exhibit their engine and what it can do. So big buildings, which I suppose are difficult to program, so they did put a lot of work into them, but they're not functional. They're not functional unless you want to sit on those buildings and disrupt the gameplay of other people. I don't want to play a map dedicated to having the way I play be disrupted by people who want to play slow. I don't want this. I don't want people who camp on these tall buildings to prevent me from just rotating. Because they play with high-powered snipers and they apply their trade. Like I said, the guns now are very low damage dealing. They simply don't do as much damage as they did before, which is okay. Like, we have a higher TTK, a longer TTK. It makes sense. Like, people complained about dying too quickly. It's okay. But why should the snipers remain a one shot? Goodbye, Rotislav. Why would the snipers remain a one shot when if I'm at the bottom of one of these skyscrapers, I'm not gonna be able to kill the people who are on top. I'm not gonna be able to do as much damage to knock them. Maybe I'll leave them one shot. If I should, maybe I get a knock. But even if I get a knock, if I use the precision, he's gonna have enough time to self. Okay, fine. But he's gonna be able to knock me almost every time, especially if he plays with a pack of his cronies. Meanwhile, I play with assault rifles, LMGs. I don't do a lot of damage. I even miss shots, of course, because it's normal as a legit player. Whereas these people are just gonna sit on those rooftops. It's funny. It's such a bad playstyle. But what Verdansk is gonna do, because this is turning into one big rant. What Verdansk is gonna do is bring back a varied way to play this game. You can stay on those rooftops, but the amount of damage you can do is gonna be limited by how well the map is designed. You're not gonna have absurd lines of sight where you can just grief people. Where you can just grief me for playing normal, for playing on the ground, for trying to seek engagements. So you can play for kills on Verdansk, and you're not gonna be actively punished. Wow, I'm lagging. You will be able to play, run around, pop UAVs, go to the buy stations, move around, and you will know where you're gonna be shot, and you will not feel like you're being robbed by the game. Fair play. I'm excited. I'm excited for the return of normality. Because this map is a campy mess. It is a camping mess. This is a third of a map. On one hand, I get it. The developers probably put a lot of work into building this map. Having so many rooftops, it's amazing. Like you guys must have worked hard. Like people complain about the graphics. I think the graphics are okay. I don't think they're ugly. Certainly not. Lighting is bad. Like whatever you guys need to do. In Verdansk, we only had Superstore that arguably had bad lighting, even with the whole rose debacle. Like, yeah, sure, people use rose to blend in the shadows, but it was not that bad. It was not that bad. Now people blend in without having roses skins. They just blend in. They just sit in various corners. But again, we need to stay on topic. It's hard to talk about Verdansk without talking about this map. And the fact that people are convinced that Verdansk is not gonna save the game is ridiculous. This map favors one kind of players. It's very one-dimensional. People who play to grief other people. With the addition of the amount of mines you can use now through that I believe they call it a satchel, the one that gives you multiple explosives. You can carry various mines. You can carry a whole team can have 16 mines. No, actually 12 I don't know. Depends, I suppose. I think they nerfed it, or they can only carry. I don't know. We'll see. I want to. Oh no! I actually want to find a mine. I would like, as an attacker, well, I suppose it's not neither here or there, but I would like if I didn't have to put bomb squad to know that people can't put mines, to be made aware of. Like if they increase the number of mines one can have, if I've been spotted apparently. They increase the number of mines. They should have a con. Because right now, if I walk into those 3 mines, I'm gonna be instantly knocked, probably even finished. 2 mines can already down you. no matter what. Why not have a beeping sound, something to give me an indication that those mines are there? That's what I'm saying. The map already suffers from being very complicated, because this is a complicated map. Like I said, too many entry points, too many dark corners. It's just a bad vibe overall. Why not nerf the mines? I'm not saying nerf the damage. I'm saying make me aware that they exist without me using a perk that lets me see them through walls. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm asking for a bare minimum. As I alluded to earlier, the guns have a lot more damage than they had on Verdansk. It's just a fact. They don't do a lot of damage. People wanted a longer TTK because they were getting melted. Fine. If the guns don't do a lot of damage, don't force me to fight for my life with the recoil. Because they have a lot of recoil. They simply have a lot of recoil. People feel they need to play with macros to combat this recoil because they're so severe. If the recoil is so bad, why would you keep the snipers being one shot? Understand? People are not good with these high recoil guns. Some people are. It's a learning experience. Whereas sniping, it's just point and shoot. Especially with the fast ADS snipers. Don't leave snipers one shot in pubs. It just makes no sense. Matter of fact, I have a video on my channel where me as a non-sniper, a person who just despises this playstyle, I got, I believe, 28 or 29 kills. Or 27. I don't recall exactly. I got these kills with the Car 98 after I killed somebody and took a sniper. That gun is just disgusting. It's I suppose I know it's OG Verdansk. It gave people good memories, but objectively speaking, as a gun, it just doesn't make any sense.
1-1 requesting recon at this time.
Like, who remembers the Grau? By the way, the Grau's coming back, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid for the Grau. I'm afraid because I know it's gonna come back, but judging by how the rest of the Black Ops 6 guns are, it'll probably have a lot of recoil. Like, it's not gonna be the same gun, and it'll have a lot of recoil, and it will do low damage. These are my fears. This is the trend. Like, whoever says, oh, these guns don't have recoil, it's just full of shit. Yeah, there are apologists who yeah, you know the ones the ones that go on social media and say, oh, if you cannot use cannot handle the recoil in COD, da 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 da, and they compare the game, which is completely different, to a game like CS, where people can have kills in 10 well, by people I mean the peak, the best of the best. Simple, who had a kill in 10 MS. His reaction was that fast. You know, in that game where people just go for headshots and it's a one and done type of affair with regular guns, not snipers. But yes, people just make dumb arguments. It's okay. It's we already know this. The reason why I'm making this video is because I want this video, or this live stream, to be here Because once Verdansk returns, all these content creators are gonna praise Verdansk. All of them who made videos saying Warzone might end. Which doesn't make any sense because this is their biggest cash cow. You're not gonna retain players. You cannot retain players with for the duration of a Warzone match in multiplayer. Like one match is 26 minutes. You just cannot. A multiplayer match is, well, I'm no expert. I'll say it's around 5 minutes. A full Warzone match is, it can be up to 25 minutes, but let's say on average is 23. I don't have silver. Imagine that in this game. I suppose the vast majority of people are not gonna play for, are not gonna play a single match for the entire duration. They're not gonna get to the end game. Whatever. But they're gonna play for what? Let's say the normal player plays for 10 minutes. They loot around, they hide, they land at the edge of the map, they rotate slow. They do what they do in their view to progress in the match. You're not gonna retain. You're not, as a company, you're not gonna give away the main thing you have that makes people play for hours and hours and hours. You're just not gonna get rid of it. People don't like multiplayer. It's just too generic. I wouldn't have bought the multiplayer if I didn't need to level up the guns in Warzone. It's just a fact. It's too boring. Even if you're the best player in the multiplayer, even if you're the worst, there's no incentive. Oh yeah, you're the best. You're dying this game. Okay, so okay. I know I couldn't win that gunfight if I tried. The game, like I said, is delayed. But I thought maybe I could get into cover. In any case, this is the map. Like, people are gonna camp on these rooftops, like I said they will, because it's their way of having fun. But Verdansk is gonna come back. And there will be fewer rooftops. There will be hills, mountains that people will need to climb. With amazing POIs that people already know. Like, for many people, it will be just like going home. Now, you're out of the match. I'm excited. I really am. I'm sad that they felt the need to delay the release of Verdansk. It's their choice. But it's coming back. Verdansk is coming back. And the game will be better for it. And everybody, from the bad players, from the average players, to the absolute best of the best, everybody's gonna enjoy Verdansk. It'll be a blast.
Relocating safe zone. Gulag's closed until further notice.
I know he's down there, but do I want to risk it? Do I want to risk pushing him? I know I'm a little bit delayed. I don't know where he is. I just know he's down, but it doesn't matter. I don't have to pay. Oh. Of course. Very good visibility. Come on, my boy! On my lobby. You exterior rat.
That was close.
Oh, he's playing with this gun. Very interesting. We took him out. Yeah, this is the map. What's the distance, huh? From, he was, let's say he was hiding behind this heady. I was here. 22 meters, and I couldn't see him. Of course, you need to play, to be able to spot with, I suppose, the lighting and the draw distance. You need to play on a $6,000 PC, otherwise you're not gonna see shit on this map. Okay, we need to reload. There we go. Okay. Thank you for that. No, this is gonna be tough on my rotation. Oh, he's one. Come on, finish him off. Let me see, did I walk into a dead end or not? Oh, that took a wrong turn.
UAV available for tasking.
1-1 requesting recon at this time. You've made it to the top 10.
GG, bro.
Yeah, thank you, my bro. That was a GG.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Oh, this guy again. Well, we lost this match. We got 6th place. GG's. Should have had my I should have had my cipher. Yeah, sure. But in any case, we're how many days? We're about 24 days away from the big homecoming of Verdansk. It's coming home. It really is. And it's going to be amazing. It will be a tremendous experience. Iconic POIs. 150 players have finally returned. Like I said, the game has been lagging. But for me personally, and for some of the people that I play with, the game has been lagging since before they re-added 150 players. 150 players is part of Warzone DNA. It needs to remain. It needs to be added to ranked as well. Hopefully they make changes. Hopefully they punish teaming. That's just a disgusting thing to do. But ranked is not something they're interested in. So you know what? Yeah, it would be cool. They will probably add Verdansk back. It's gonna be amazing. But the most important thing is we're gonna go home. The second most important thing is we are gonna get rid of this filthy map. I'm curious to see what changes they made to Verdansk. I heard the leaks. a stadium being closed, it can be accessed. That's cool. But I'm curious how they changed the POIs, or whether if they are changed or not. I hope not. I hope the POIs, the POIs that we know and love, are exactly the same. They need to be the same. If they are gonna add new bits and pieces, they need to be added
Pubblico non
to the parts of Verdansk that were mostly empty. There's not a lot of parts like that in Verdansk, unfortunately. So that's why I'm a little bit afraid, you know, slightly cautious whether the new POIs or the new locations are gonna be good or bad. Like I said, when I talked about Zerevan, the whole eastern part is just a wasteland, not fun. The center is just comprised of many buildings with a giant square that people like to camp. If it weren't for these buildings in this bit, some of these rooftops can only be accessed if you jump from a higher rooftop to them, or if you climb a ladder. This map is a camp fest. With the poor imitation, just hills, not even hills, like it's just fields. South of the map is tall building city. You know, you just camp the rooftop, and that's cool. And I have to say, like, people have gotten better at this game. They camp harder, and they know how to hold hitties. The community has gotten slightly better. Now we're gonna play with Igor. I'll join the Discord shortly. And I just want to focus on what I have to say about Verdansk. Oh, who thought? Oh. Goodbye, Percival. Very laggy, very good. I'm not greedy. It's decent. This is the only spot in the map where
They're redeploying now. Small caliber rounds here. Marking enemy.
Don't worry, Igor, I'll buy you back, my bro. Sniper country. Like I said, I'm not a sniper. I don't like this playstyle. That's just what the game gave me. And I'm trying to make the gameplay in the background be decent. Because I know there's gonna be a lot of casuals who will watch this live stream, and they love snipers. Just what they. I don't understand in the game about shooting. You like shooting only the gun that shoots one bullet at a time. It's something I'll never understand. I know it's personal preference, but the memories I'm most fond of in Verdansk was when I shot the M4A1. When I shot the MP5 with 10mm rounds that used to do a lot more damage. When I shot the AMAX. When I shot the OTS-9. When I shot the MAC-10. Like, this is what I loved about Verdansk. When I moved around, got kills, people were doing their own thing, parachuting, trying to regain, trying to push other people, trying to push myself. This is what I remember of Verdansk. Some matches were hard. In some matches, we played against cheaters. But overall, that map just made sense. It was authentic. What's this map supposed to be? I don't know. I don't know. It just makes no sense to me. I thought the other one was always on the right side. Oh, with mines. Amazing, amazing. So, the guy was so scared of me that he had to put a mine on the inside. You know, he wanted to be extra careful. That's good. Let me see how I can dispatch this guy. That was a nice little pre-fire. It was where I thought it would be. We're playing on 26 ms. I'm lagging like shit. When I'm walking. I feel like I'm walking through a mud field. I have mud and sand all over me. This is what my eyes feel when I'm just. I don't understand why this game is so laggy. I've contacted Activision support. After this live stream, I will delete the game. I will do what they suggested. I've done partly what they suggested. They told me to delete the game file, the game save files, which I'll do. I'll delete the game itself and reinstall everything because this phenomenon has been happening for me since Black Ops 6 Season 1 Reloaded. It's very heavy. We'll see. I hope it will fix it because I want to play this game because the game itself, the core of this game, is fun. Even though the guns have more recoil than I would prefer. I don't want to play on this bullshit Verdansk. But the core is fun. Sorry, Igor. Yes. I know. Not all of us are gonna have fun when the game will finally take us back home to Verdansk. It will be fun. It will be amazing. We're here. And my friend disconnected. I think he might have been kicked. He's playing on a RTX 4080 Super. 32 gigs. i9 top of the line processor. Good good display, and he's feeling the same with he feels the same micro stutters that I feel on a PS5. That I shouldn't feel, by the way. Because I'm not playing the game in 2K. Well, technically speaking, the resolution is 2K, but it's not. It's 1080. But alas, coming back to the game, it's in a buggy state. These stutters when I'm just running around, and they can happen when I'm fighting. Somebody strafes. I'll see the beginning of the strafe, then the image will be still, and then of course, while I'm not being able to do anything because I get a screen freeze, the other guy is playing. The ping displayed is normal, or appears to be normal. Lag, lag, lag. Even more lag when people disconnect. It's just Verdansk, I suppose. And like I said, this is not a result of 150 players being back. this lag has been since before when we had 120 players. It is what it is. We endure. Hopefully it will get better before the Season 3 update. Because I know, I have faith in Activision. I know they're going to do the right thing, and they're going to make the game fun for the vast majority of people. I know they will do their diligence. They gave this map for the people who like to play slow. Congrats. Even the newer maps, I don't know, even the newer Resurgence maps are just too rooftop heavy. Too many rooftops, too many buildings that can be camped. That's I don't understand why they don't look at Verdansk and just study what made that map good. As I said in the beginning of the video, it was the design of the buildings. The buildings were simpler. Fewer rooftops, fewer windows. If you wanted to camp, you could. ATC Tower. You could camp ATC Tower. Or you can camp on top of prison. But guess what? If the circle didn't pull that way, you were absolutely fucked. You had trees giving cover to people who were rotating. You had cover. Look at this end game. This end game is mainly this warehouse, this plot of nothing. I'm actually surprised a bit of the circle is in the falls on top of the house, which will be a good position. Yeah, it would be a good position. It's a decent position. But if you're caught rotating from here and you see the next circle, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. These end games are really contested, like I said. You just know when you're approaching the end game, if the lobby is not a bot lobby, then you know you're in for a fight. It's just this map. Kevin Conroy. Well, you were shot 2 pieces. I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm happy I'm making this live stream. I actually had to redo this video. The first take, I didn't like. I thought the gameplay was just bad because it was heavy lag and I couldn't. I only got a few kills. I'm not saying I'm getting high kills in this video because I'm only on 6 kills. Like, this is very average, I suppose. But we're not using a VPN. We're filming and streaming this straight out of a PS5 console in regular, normal people lobbies. Where people try to shoot back, get behind headies, but they try to play. Now I'm just gonna chill and continue speaking because this is what I want to do. I know where my first landing spot is gonna be on Verdansk. First game, I know where I'm landing. Airport parking lot. If you know, you know. Then I'm gonna push storage. Of course. I'm gonna push storage. And then I am going to push Boneyard. Or maybe I'll push Superstore. I don't know. Those are either gonna be good shots. Let me see. Oh. Oh ho ho. Was that a little cheater? It looked a little bit interesting. Okay, so he took the position away from me. That kind of looked like his aim on the last bit just flicked to me. We'll see. Excuse me for that. We will get Verdansk. My biggest hope for Verdansk is very stable servers. I want this lag to be to go away and never come back to my games and to the games of the people. I want people to play on their pings. If you're playing on 40 ping, 40 ms, that 40 ms needs to be real. Like, you shouldn't play with lag on top of it, in my opinion. Like, I don't want to kill people just because they lag and they couldn't fight me back. Like, I want the gunfights to be based on skill, not on whether my opponent gets a random freeze. Even now, I had a little freeze. Whoa, whoa, yo, 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 yo. I nearly fell. I nearly fell and broke my legs on. I nearly broke my legs on this ledge. Excuse me. Whoa, whoa. That was a big freeze because I picked up the whatever object was from the ground. And then
Valiant effort. Keep your head up and return to base for debrief. Threat deleted.
that's okay. We lost this match. Let's move on. To be fair, I could have played it a lot slower, but like, I'm not really interested in the gameplay. Like, the gameplay needs to be okay to watch, but the most important thing is for people to understand my message. I hope they do understand what I'm saying, and I hope they agree. Maybe they agree, maybe they won't agree. We will definitely see. But whether they agree or not, Verdansk is gonna come and is gonna fulfill all these things that I'm saying. It's gonna be amazing. And I want to see all of you on the battlefield in Verdansk.